All right, we're back.
Yes,
Times two. We already tried this once this morning.
At least we didn't go for very long this time.
Realized that the audio was not on. We have a in-studio guest today. I know you can't see him because he's hidden by the A, the L, and the S, and the C of Final Descent in the logo. But it's my oldest son, Matthias Kennedy Clay.
What's up? What's up?
He's back.
Welcome to the podcast, Matthias. This is your third time to be on the podcast.
Third time.
Yeah, you.
No.
Yeah.
Is it? That was my second time.
No, this is your third.
It is?
Is it just your second?
I think it's
I
just
think
my
it's just a second.
I can't hear myself very well. If you want to give me a little.
Oh, I found you.
You found me. That's me.
I found you.
You get a sneeze, bro? What don't give me the COVID,
Sneeze.
bro.
I lost it.
I lost it. Matthias, what are you eating there today, buddy?
Microwaved eggs.
Microwaved eggs.
I believe that
Cooked by
it's-
Blitzen himself.
Blitzen?
Yep.
I cooked them. Is my nickname Blitzen?
No, Blitzen absolutely rocked little Carl.
Blitzen rocked little Carl.
Yeah, you don't even know about that.
I don't know. I have no idea. The reindeer?
Yeah, the reindeer.
And who's Carl?
I don't know. I got that off.
your references are completely lost.
What is happening right now? Who's Blitzen the reindeer rocked little Carl?
Yeah, I got that off in Practical Jokers.
Oh, the TV show Impractical Jokers. You really like that show a lot, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched Impractical Jokers?
I have not ever seen Impractical Jokers.
It makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
Is this one of those like prank shows?
Kind of. They basically it was three buddies. Now is it?
It was
It's
four.
four. Now
It
it's
was
three
four, now
buddies.
it's three.
And basically you wear an earpiece and you go out on the street and you have to do what they tell you to do to people.
Or you have like a consequence?
Yes, at the end they compete in different scenarios, and at the end if you don't, then you have to do something really horrible.
Yeah, like in one of the consequences, it was like he was he was doing a class for like kids, like painting, and they told him his consequence was he had to draw red X's over all of their paintings.
Oh my!
And so he does. It's so cringy. It hurts me to watch it because I mean they're doing stuff.
There's just no shame.
There's no shame, and so like you think these kids go through this painting class, and then he walks around to them and is like, no, and draws a red X on their painting.
Or like when
just kills them, just destroys.
Or like when he had a consequence and he had to steal balls from kids when they're giving him out at before practice at a Mets game, like from like Noah Syndergaard, who was really good at the time.
He's stealing balls from.
Yeah,
he had to go at
11.
the Mets game. He had to go and take the balls from like balls that were given by the players from kids.
Oh,
he had to go and take it from them at the game. And
that's awful.
There was one too where he lost that I remember watching, and his consequence was he had to. All the other guys were filming like these kid YouTube shows, you know. And he walks into a room. There's just TVs, and he's like, "What's going on?" And it comes on, and they're filming this episode in his personal apartment.
Oh,
and
my
he's
gosh.
he's like a big time germaphobe guy.
Oh, really? And he's got all these kids in there.
Yeah,
And Sal.
and they do like the Coke and Mentos, like silly string fights for this kid's YouTube show.
Yo, I've never seen that one.
You haven't seen that one? Oh, it bothers me. It's hard for me to watch because it just makes me feel so uncomfortable because
It hurts your hamstrings.
Yeah,
Makes your hamstrings tight.
Oh, yeah, you get that little taint tingle.
Little tingle.
Oh, I don't like it, man. It bothers me. It's really, really difficult. But Matthias, you're eating these microwaved eggs.
Yeah.
Your father cooked those for you today. This was me growing up as a kid, having to kind of fend for myself, and I learned how to microwave eggs. Adam, had you ever had microwaved eggs until today?
I think I ate them in college.
Okay.
I ate microwaved eggs in college.
Yeah.
It brought me back.
Yeah.
Brought me back. But I had not had Brad Clay's Famous is how I was.
Oh, yeah, because you got to put a little bit of shredded cheese, salt, pepper. What? Kool-Aid? You just randomly pulled out a Kool-Aid?
Where have you been carrying those? Yeah, hey, he didn't bring me a a cup of coffee today. So,
well, I guess a good time to bring up that our podcast is brought to you by Deer Camp Coffee.
Yes, it is.
We've got the right here. We've got the opening day medium roast blend, and this is actually in the K cups. So if you're not familiar with Deer Camp Coffee,
What the heck, man?
there it is. Hey, when I was a kid, I would drink because these deals of Kool-Aid have been around for forever, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is like I feel like I'm going back.
It's like 87.
Yes.
It's 1987.
Way back.
Oh yeah, Dukes of Hazzard just went off.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
there and Fraggle Rock fixing to come on. I used to pretend like these were like sci-fi, like spaceships. With the tops of these, and I'd collect them, and I would like
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, I would fly around with them like pew pew pew. I'd shoot these.
Mm-hmm.
You're
How
weird-
long?
You're weird for that.
What's the
How
longest?
long was I into that? I
No,
still do it.
No, I said you're weird for that.
Oh, I'll see them in the house. Like you guys leave them laying around. I'll pick it up and I'll fly it to the trash can.
Coming in for dock.
I'm shooting the cat.
Open the hangar. Coming into dock into the spaceport.
I will say the Deer Camp coffee's really good this morning.
It is good.
Yeah, let me get a bite. I mean, taste. I mean, whatever.
Golly, the things you do for your kids.
You've got a good slurp.
That was a good slurp. That was a real nice slurp. Matthias, so tell everybody, for folks that don't know you, how old are you?
I'm 14.
Good. Okay, you're 14 years old. You're going to be a freshman in high school.
Yes.
What a great guest.
This is off to a great start.
We're just banging on all cylinders now.
Yeah, we are. All right, and
Can we think of any other one answer questions we could ask him? Do you like the color blue?
Sure.
perfect. So you have some exciting things that are happening in your life.
Yes.
You start high school baseball. Oklahoma Christian Academy, where you go to school, has the OCA Eagles. They drop football, and you guys are
Too
playing
poor.
too poor.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You guys drop football, and you guys are now a fall and spring baseball school, which works out because baseball is your passion. Where did that develop for you? When did you really, really, really fall in love with baseball?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't remember when it just
no,
kinda
I don't
clicked
remember.
for you?
I think it's just it's always been my favorite sport. So, yeah,
Just rocked with it. And what's your favorite team?
my favorite team is the
MLB.
Oakland A's.
How did that come about?
I don't know. I started liking them in 2017. I think it was mainly because I saw that they were kind of good, and also the color scheme.
You like that? You like that green on yellow?
Yeah. And then
So you a Packers fan too?
no,
Okay.
no,
So
Just a baseball.
just
thing.
baseball green and yellow.
green and gold.
Gold, yellow, green.
No, that's the nickname. It's green and gold.
Green and gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I started the Oakland A's more when Brett Graves got traded to the Oakland A's, which is
Yeah, our buddy
Brett.
Brett. We need to have Brett on sometime.
yeah,
We need to have him
that'd be
on
a
the podcast.
good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he pitched I don't know, years in the MLB. Just dropping eggs on the floor.
See,
Don't worry about
that hole in your face is called a mouth.
No, I landed on my toes.
That's
Disgusting.
okay. That's okay. Hey, he just took
my
a shower.
gosh. He did.
He did just take
your
a
hair's
shower.
Still wet.
I just cleaned my
So
feet.
feet are clean and
It
ready to
landed
go.
on my toes. Oh my gosh.
Hey, at least he didn't eat it with his toes.
He would have if he could have got his toes up to his mouth. Sitting here at this desk, I don't think there's
Mhm.
room for that.
Mhm.
But anyway, you love baseball, and so we start in a week. You start your first high school baseball game. It's going, Adam, what are you doing? I feel like I got two teenagers on this podcast with me.
Mm-hmm.
He is drinking Kool-Aid from the bottle like it's a literal baby bottle.
That is how you do it. That's what that little lip is. So you just grab it with your teeth. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! For you folks that just listen and you can't see, you can go to our YouTube channel and actually watch this transpire. I'm going to drink from a regular cup
He's just sad because he doesn't have what a Kool-Aid like.
I know.
Us cool guys, right?
I know.
Adam? Right, Adam?
The Kool-Aid. So like
cool, yeah.
My question with the little Kool-Aid top is, what is the longest that you left one of those in your mouth, like chewing on it because you're bored?
Oh, I've chewed them down,
Just
withered it down to nothing.
How many of you think you've probably eaten in your life?
I don't think I've actually
7.
swallowed one.
I have a fun story with a Kool-Aid cap. I was in my fort up in the backyard of back in Lakeshore Estates up there behind Lake Hefner.
Yeah.
And we were eating these Kool-Aids, and then I was up in the tree behind my parents' house. You know that big tree back there?
Oh my gosh, this kid.
I can't get it out.
You have a eating problem. All right.
But yeah, I had one of those in my mouth, and I was probably 35 feet off the ground, and that he went too deep. So it's like,
he started choking up
this
there.
is the worst place to choke. I am 35 feet up in a tree above a fort. Yeah. Lots of good memories.
Little panic set in.
A lot of good memories.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to get these all the time because these were treats.
Oh yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
Special
the
treats.
reason we have them in the capacity that we do at the house right now is because we had a pretty cool event happen this weekend. My 8-year-old son Josiah, we call him Jojo, got baptized this weekend.
We call him Joey.
You call him Joey.
Or JJ.
JJ Bones.
JJ Bones.
He got baptized this weekend, and so we had a little get together afterwards. Had some of his buddies from church come over. Had the big inflatable water slide that got me banned from TikTok one time.
Yep.
It's a whole nother story.
Yep.
Anyway,
I think we've told that one.
yeah, we've told that about child endangerment. My kids were going down a water slide, and I got banned for child endangerment. Lost 50,000 followers.
He just needed one little in.
Just one in. They got me. But anyway, he got baptized. I got to actually baptize him, which was super, super cool. And Matthias, you also got baptized this summer too.
Yep, not this summer, but in April.
Well, that's right, April.
Yeah.
Tell us about that too.
So I was.
When did you make the decision to begin a relationship?
Oh yeah. When I was like 10.
10? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made that decision, but you were holding out on being baptized.
Yeah.
Why?
Do it on my birthday.
You wanted to do it on your birthday.
Yeah, because it was a treat.
And we were going to do it at the church. And your church, your birthday is next year? Is actually on a Sunday? Is that right?
No. 2024.
2024. And so he was like, can I wait till 2024? And we were like,
no.
Come on, bro. And so instead of doing it at the church, we did it at your buddy and our friends, the Cowart's house. And we did it in the pool.
Yeah,
and all
we
your
did
friends
it in
came.
my best friend's pool.
And all your buddies got to come. They all were there.
Yeah, they all. The reason we did it at the pool instead of at the church is because they're all like they're Church of Christ.
That's true. They were all a bunch of your buddies are members of the Church of Christ, so they're like, "You better hurry! Don't slip on the bar of soap and die before you get in that water. Son. You ain't gonna make it." And so but we did it, and we had a big party afterwards. It was a lot of fun, and so that was a good time. You did that, and then you've had a busy summer too, man. You've done how many weeks did you go to church camp?
3.
3 weeks of camp. You did Super Summer and 2 weeks of Falls Creek.
Yeah.
All right. What was your favorite?
Super Summer.
Why?
I don't know. Just like making a bunch of friends is like getting to know them was really fun. And then I also didn't know anyone there.
Our church didn't go to Super Summer, and so I just called in a favor and had him go with First Baptist Lawton. It's just a couple hours away, and so he went with First Baptist Lawton to Super Summer. Didn't know anybody, and it worked out good though, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to have a serious conversation here. Can't even do it.
No.
It did go good. It did go good.
It was good. All right, awesome. Adam, you had a rough morning this morning.
Yes. Just trying to take some stuff from the Matthias playbook. So, it's been a rough morning.
Yeah, let me open.
I'm tired of carrying this.
Let me open my.
I'm tired of carrying this ship.
Yeah, No, I've been. It's been a rough morning. Just one of those mornings you have to hold loosely. Your plans that you have seem to be falling by the wayside, and you just kind of have to deal with what you got to roll with punches.
Tell us what happened today, Adam.
Yes.
Well, how'd it start for you?
It started the past 2 days. My youngest daughter, Addie Faye Carter.
She's my favorite, by the way.
No offense. She had a what?
She
She had a what?
She had a nut. That's her name, Addie Faye Carter. She has not been.
Oh. Addie Faye.
Addie Faye. She has not been staying asleep.
Yeah. I know about that.
At nighttime. You know about a lot of that?
Yeah, listening in on phone conversations in the car.
Yeah. Well, she did not hadn't been sleeping very good, so it's been 2 rough nights. But then I pulled a full-on Brad Clay and drove to the gas station this morning.
Because you're in desperate need of diesel.
Because I was fuming right on the end of it, and got to what we call in Wellston, we call Bev's, which is the on cue right there in Wellston. Bev's. And pulled in, got ready, set up, and reached for my wallet, and it was not there, which is a fun feeling.
Done it. Yeah.
So who'd you call?
I drove home.
Well, he called me to say I'm going to be late.
Yes. I called Brad and said, hey, things are not working like they should be working. So, yeah. Drove home, got the wallet, went back, got some diesel, drove all the way here, and realized that one of the props that I was supposed to bring
for filming
today is sitting in the driveway of...
I'm going to be really honest with you. When we talked about it yesterday, and you said, you're like, do you want me to bring? It was for Outdoor Edge.
Yeah.
Outdoor Edge Knives, one of our clients. Yeah. And you said, hey, you want me to just grab those Outdoor Edge knives and bring them? We can film that deal. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, he's like, I'm pretty sure I know where they are. And then there was this pause, and you're like, yeah, I'll get them. And I was like, they're not going to make it. I'm not going to lie to you. I knew then.
Just at that moment, started having Plan B come in.
I just knew it's probably not going to happen.
So I've got a question. Is Addie Faye like a screamer or like a...
Addie Faye is a terrorist.
A
tyrant.
I love her.
A warrior princess queen.
We went to eat Matthias at a restaurant. I'm not... That's too much, right, to call? It's too much to call... Yaya's a restaurant.
Yaya's is a diner.
It's a cafe.
It's a diner.
Yeah.
Diner.
But anyway, very very similar to like a Hilltop. Not as good of a hamburger, but give you reference, Matthias.
Okay.
We're sitting there, and she's got she's sitting in a little high chair. She's got her drink, and Adam was like, she takes a drink, and he's like, put it back on the table, and she looks at him, and she does this. And drops it in the floor.
Straight eye contact the whole time, and just
drops it in the floor. and looking at it, and then she does this. She just kind of does this half smile, like, "What are you gonna do about it, bud?" And he bends over and picks it up, hands it back to her. She takes a drink. He goes back on the table. She throws in the floor again.
Like what kind of drink?
Just like a cup of milk, like your little sippy cup kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She did that yesterday with We have another in-studio guest.
What is happening? Did you text your little brother?
Yeah, thank
you.
To
bring
you.
For my
delivery.
What?
Oh, thank you, Sterling.
Happy. Hey. Jojo, come here. Come here.
Come here,
Sterling,
Joe.
Come here. Walk around this way.
Oh, thank you for my delivery, sir.
Oh, my.
So how much money is being transacted here?
This is Josiah.
Hey, how about my?
Did he text you? What just transpired here?
Mom texted... Matthias texted Mom.
And said, bring me a Kool-Aid?
Yes.
And then you guys brought it out here?
Yes.
How about mine? I ordered two.
Bring it over here, Sterling. Are you going to keep it?
See, that's the difference.
All right, come here, Sterling. Come here, buddy.
Josiah, I'm gonna do.
I know Josiah is the one that's like, hey, whatever I can do to help people out. Why are you not going to give Matthias, Sterling, that Kool-Aid?
Because he already has one.
He's already had one.
I'm giving it to Adam.
That's very. That's very.
No. Don't actually.
What?
It's
Oh gosh.
Hey, okay, now you gotta give it to me. I don't have one, Sterling.
I love it when plans backfire.
Man. Okay. All
Hey,
right.
come on.
That's a pretty good shot. He
Hey,
threw
come
it
on,
back.
come on. Hey,
That-
Joe, tell him to give it.
That is the
Oh
definition.
my god. This show
The
has been
pistol.
completely derailed.
We have gone off
by
the rails completely.
my children.
My turn.
It's incredible. All right. You're gonna go get another one? Oh my gosh.
That guy.
I mean, I'm telling you, he's the guy that cares about everybody. Is this one for me?
Oh no, here I'll open it.
You want me to open it for you?
I'll open it.
No, I know you will. I'm sure you will. It's already been chewed on. It's all slimy.
I know you gotta open. The only way to open these Kool-Aid things successfully is with a mouth. Like I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I think you're just gonna have to suck it up. And Dad made the.
Gosh, it's.
Dad, you look like you pee sitting down right now.
Yeah.
Don't mess with that, okay, buddy? All right. Jeez Louise. Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. Thank you for that. Gosh dang.
I say
What
the
were we?
I say the illest
What
stuff.
were we even talking about?
That's a great question.
I say the illest
I feel
stuff.
like it was somewhat productive.
I'm not even
and-
exactly sure.
We're just.
I have a
all right,
question.
Well, thanks,
Bye.
Sterling. We'll see you later, buddy.
I have
That's
a question
that's my
for
5-year-old
Matthias.
yeah,
Sterling.
thanks. He's like,
Yeah, he waved at you as he took a big drink of the Kool-Aid that you thought you were going to get.
Matthias, if you were stuck in a room full of chickens,
room full of chickens.
how many chickens do you think it would take in that room to kill you?
Oh, I know this question. Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh.
A grape one?
Yeah.
I've been gypped. You want to trade?
Uh-uh.
So how many chickens do you think you could survive
Fighting off.
fighting them off in a room?
What kind of chicken?
I mean, we're talking
Full-grown
roosters.
roosters.
Roosters, yeah.
What are you doing?
Full-grown roosters. How many?
Full-grown roosters.
You're stuck in just a standard 13 by 13 room.
Well, what's your answer?
You don't need to know my answer. I'm asking you, how many
What's your
chickens do you think that Matthias Clay could fend off in a room? How many roosters could you fight before they killed you?
Go with I'm gonna go a little more than that, Sterling.
4?
See, I'm not scared of animals like these two are, or this one is. He's
I don't
scared.
Like
He's scared
I don't
of
like
birds.
I don't like birds. Birds
he's
are an
scared of
issue
birds.
for me. We have an audience now, so there's going to be laughing.
Live in studio audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot in studio audience.
I am scared of birds. That is correct. I don't like them. The smaller, the worst.
So
I think around like 100.
100.
I thought you were a bigger man than that.
Well, how many am I supposed to say? I
I
mean,
don't
they
know.
got like.
Well, here's the deal. This jackwagon over here, Adam Carter, thinks that he could fight 500. Like if in this room
There's
right
no
here,
think.
he says if there was 500 roosters in this room, that
just
he
with
would
his
kill
fists?
them all and fight his way out.
Kill every
There's
single
no
one of
way.
them jokers.
There's no way.
Every single one of them.
There's not a chance that you could do that.
I don't
They
think
have
so.
spurs, man. I mean, they've got like hooks on their feet, and they would stab you over and over again.
Then how about this? Do you think Matthias would survive?
How
in a
much would
room?
it cost me to get 500 chickens?
I don't know.
How much would it cost? You're a chicken guy. You're fixing to have to go replace all your chickens.
That's a whole
at
other
your house.
part to the morning that,
All right.
that
Yeah,
I hadn't
forgot
got to yet.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about, my sucky morning. But yeah,
Yeah, you lost. How many chickens did you lose last
we
night?
lost
to a
6
raccoon?
chickens.
6 chickens. How much did 6 chickens cost you?
Like nothing. I think somebody gave them to us because
Well,
they
if there's
were,
anybody out there that wants to give me 500 roosters, I will use this room.
is that so? If you think
You're
that
just
the
in your whitey tighties.
well,
too.
if you think that
you're just in your underwear.
the roosters will actually kill me, would you not be accessory to murder at that point if you were giving the chickens to Brad?
It would be similar. What happened to our screen here? Why did we go black?
What? I hit the wrong button.
That a boy.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be similar to me saying, "Hey, this car goes really fast, and if you want to drive it, at your own risk," I would say, "Hey, Adam, in this room, you open that door over there and enter. You're walking into a room that has 500 roosters. Good luck." And if you were like, I'm going in, it's not my problem anymore. I'd make you sign a release form.
I need you to sign this
I need you
chicken
to sign-
fighting waiver.
I need you to sign this chicken fighting waiver. I'm going to say more than 5. I feel like I'm going to be somewhere in the 75 range. You know, is what I feel like is a normal handle of that situation. Anyway, but so tell us the story. You need to finish your story of your horrible morning.
Yeah. So when I got here, I realized that I didn't have the prop that I was supposed to bring.
Right.
And then on top of that, right, as I'm walking to the backyard, I get a phone call, and Casey's like, hey, the kids just went out to the chicken coop, and all 6 chickens are dead, and the raccoons left one of the bodies and then ate all of the chicken feed out of the chicken coop. And so both my kids, I have not got to talk to them about it yet. I don't think Hurley's scarred. I think he's probably was like, wow. But my middle daughter, she may be in a way at this moment.
Maybe booking some therapy.
Yeah,
this afternoon.
Yeah, we may be going to a counselor.
Walking in and seeing a bunch of dead animals. We had a tragedy this week at our house too. It was bothersome.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I don't know.
Matthias, I mowed, and he was in charge of weed eating, and we have bunnies in our yard, and he didn't see a baby bunny.
So what my mom's like, she was like, okay, run the weed eater through the grass before you turn it on. I was like, okay. So I run the weed, like, this is the first area that I'm weed eating, and like, I run it through the grass, and I guess I hit that bunny in that corner, and then I turn on the weed eater, and she's like, shh, 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 shh. She's like, oh my gosh, there's a bunny.
There was.
Yeah, it was a bad deal, unfortunately.
Keyword was a bunny.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you later, Sterling.
Yep.
Buddy.
Anyway, so we got a little bit of a tragedy this week with, hey, shut the door, bud. All right.
Then I went and got it, make sure it wasn't like suffering and stuff. And,
yeah.
And then I set it all by the fence, and it's gone now. Something ate it.
Some critter got it. Parts that happen, kind of living out in the country, things like that happen.
Hopefully it wasn't a human that ate it.
Just
everybody. There's just some homeless guy.
Along with you and I, the pause there was all of us picturing it.
I know.
So
I just pictured this guy
just
walking up the fence line
going,
and being like, "Oh man, it's delectable little
ate tonight."
Yeah, delectable little bunny, little rotisserie. This little
snack.
Anyway, madam, I'm sorry you had a rough morning. Yesterday was a rough day for me as well. We had to do a video for Okie Hides, one of our partners. They're going to the Texas Trophy Hunter Show in Houston and then in Fort Worth, and they asked us to make a video loop for their booth, and so put that together. And I told them I'd bring it to them and drop it off on my way of taking my grandma, who came to watch our son get baptized. And I said I'll drop it off on my way through Oklahoma City, and so y'all can have it, make sure it's all works and all that stuff. Well, I forgot driving around to Western Oklahoma. We were talking, and I drove right past it, forgot to drop it off, and I was like, well, I'll drop it off on the way back through. It'll be closer to 5 o'clock, but it'll work. I get going. I drove her vehicle. I left my truck out in Western Oklahoma on our family's ranch, and on my way back.
Wait, why'd you leave your truck?
Because Grandma can't get in my pickup. It's too big.
Wait, then why are you? Wait, on the way back you drove?
No. I drove Grandma's car home, and then I drove my truck back.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I do that, and I get between Sweetwater, Oklahoma, and Elk City, and I realize I left the thumb drive with the video in my grandma's car, and I have to turn around and go back and get it.
We call that place that you reside in that moment. It has a name.
Yeah.
We call it the pit.
It's the pit.
Going down into the pit.
You called me while I was in the pit.
Yes, I did.
And you called to tell me something else, to ask me a simple question about work stuff, and you were like, well, I see you're in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
And you just said, I love you, I'll pray for you. You're in the pit.
How can I help you? What can I do for you?
What can we do?
And that's the same thing that happened this morning. You saw from behind me that I was clearly unwell.
Oh,
I'm on
yeah.
the phone,
When
and you were
you-
like, "I'll get you a cup of coffee."
Yeah, I saw you in my yard, in my backyard. I was drinking a cup of coffee, having a little breakfast, and so I just yell at you and say, "Hey, when you get off the phone, come on in. You look like you could use a little
Mhm.
pick me up." Come in, made you a cup of coffee in the old Bucky's
Yeah,
coffee cup,
Bucky's coffee cup,
and then I made you some delicious,
famous, world famous
microwave eggs.
Yes.
Brad's microwaved eggs.
House famous.
What's that? They're stinky. Joe says they stink, but they
That is a key factor in the famousness of the eggs. The stinkier the egg, the better the
Yeah.
bowl.
But stinkier the less customers. Well, I'm not selling them to anybody. But anyway, we made those and made you that cup of coffee, and you kind of,
Yeah, we
rebound a little bit.
and that's kind of part of our job is as brothers is to bring the other person out of the pit as much as you can by encouraging them, praying for them. That's part of it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's
is.
really a bad day when we both fall into the pit at the same time.
And we have done that, and that has happened. We've been together when we've both been in a pit.
Yes.
Really, 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 really rough times. But anyway, but Matthias and then Jojo, just come over here. Just come sit on old Dad's lap. No, you can't see it in the chair. You won't be able to see you. Come right here. Come hop on in here. You can't really see him all that good, but he's with me. We have an episode that's coming up called The Clay Clan.
Mm-hmm.
The Clay Clan.
The Clay Clan.
Click,
I don't know what that
click,
one
click,
is.
click, click,
Huh?
Is that? Oh, I think I know what that one is.
It's not the what's that game? Clash of Clans. The Clay
Yeah.
Clan would be a heck of a clan to clash
Not
with.
sponsored.
Not sponsored by that. No, we're not. But it's called the Clay Clan. But even before that, these guys enjoy doing stuff in the outdoors. Matthias, you love to fish?
Yeah.
I mean, fishing is your thing, and we just did a fishing trip to Lake Texoma. And what
That's
did we
not
do?
on YouTube right now.
It is on YouTube, right? And so we just did that and went fishing. And Jojo, who caught the most fish? This guy right here. Jojo did, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do we end up calling that video?
JoJo's fishing show.
The Jojo Fishing Show, because you wore everybody out. And there's one of my favorite. You caught a bunch of fish, but you caught a big fish, like a 8-pound striper.
Hey, I
by
caught the
yourself.
biggest though. Like that's always been my thing. I always catch the biggest one. I might not catch the most, but I always catch the biggest one.
So you when you caught that big one, and you caught it by yourself, and you were fighting, and you're having to grunt.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I don't. It was just like. I don't even know.
Why were you having to why were you grunting so much?
My hands hurt like so bad.
Yeah, your hands were hurting because that fish was big, wasn't he? Yeah, he was
Yeah.
really big, right? You got him in though, and you did it yourself. But I had to motivate you. What was Dad saying to you to get you going?
Why are you on that Baylor Bear football team?
Yeah, so you got your jersey on today. He's got his Baylor Bears flag football jersey. That's his team that he's on.
Like 3 more of these.
Yeah, and so he's wearing the jersey today. And I was yelling at him. I was like, "You want your Baylor Bear teammates to see you not land that fish by yourself? You got to get it in the boat, boy." And I was kind of motivating him, and he get it and got it in. And how many fish do you think you caught that day?
20.
How many?
Like 20.
Like 20 fish that
Yeah,
day.
no, I don't think so.
You don't think it was 20?
Because we only caught like 20.
No, we didn't. We threw a bunch of fish back. We ended up
yeah.
keeping.
I guess we caught like 35, but still, he didn't catch like 20. He did not catch 20.
Yes, I did.
Sounds like a jealousy thing.
Oh.
I know because I caught a bunch too.
But you didn't catch 20.
And Sterling didn't catch 20. We all
How do
didn't
you
catch
know?
20. I
Were
think
you
we all
counting?
He's
caught.
not
Were
even
you
here to
counting?
defend himself.
I was counting.
Oh, you was counting.
I was counting.
All right. So we just did that. That's actually on our YouTube channel. So it's a great video watching these boys fishing, and it's so much fun.
Oh, you know what we did before that?
What did we do for that?
We watched the A's play the Rangers.
We did. That's right.
And then before that, I fed a walrus a light bulb.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
What happened at the Rangers A's game?
Oh, yeah, the A's just got whooped.
The A's got whooped.
Hey, we don't talk about that, man.
Yeah, they got beat.
They almost came back. Almost.
They did.
That was a fun trip. But we have an episode that's fixing to come out. So you can go to our YouTube channel, watch. It's actually titled The Jojo Fishing Show because we were joking about Jojo was out fishing us all.
Because he caught 20.
How many did you catch again, Joe?
Like 20.
Anyway.
You did not.
But we do have an episode that's fixing to come out, and it's called The Clay Clan, and it's all of us boys fishing or hunting together. It opens up with Matthias, and you shoot a doe.
Spoilers.
You shot a doe this year, and I mean you hammered her, dropped her in her tracks. And
I don't remember that.
you don't remember it? Remember we snuck in? Remember
ago.
we were feeding feeder or filling feeders,
Yeah.
and we snuck into that blind.
That was like 3 years ago, man.
No,
It was.
that was November.
November.
Time
Yeah.
flies.
November. That was like 3 years ago.
Maybe so.
That was.
Yeah, it seems like a long time ago. And then I load up Jojo, and who went with us?
Sterling.
Sterling, my 5-year-old. And we load up and we go out to Western Oklahoma, and we're going to go deer hunt. Now, you've shot, how many deer have you shot?
5, right?
Let's
Four,
see.
four.
4 deer. You've shot 3 does
And 1 buck.
and 1 buck now. But we go out to Western Oklahoma, and we've already decided, hey, you're going to try to shoot a buck first. And Sterling, him being 5, I bought him a tag, but I was like, not sure if he's quite ready for it or not. We get into the blind. We get out. There's already deer in the field. We get it set up, and what happens?
There's like a big buck just sitting there, just like, nom, 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 nom,
You just yum eating on that wheat.
nom, 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 nom.
And what'd you do?
What was your brother doing in the back of the blind?
He had a sledgehammer, just like, boom.
He found a hammer in the floor of the blind and starts beating on the wall with a hammer, and I'm like, Sterling, quit, and I've got
He's just that's a new kind of butt call. You don't know that yet. It's
Right.
a drumming call.
A drumming call. Apparently they're really into construction work. And so he's beating on the hammer, and I have to take it from him.
I'm
But
not
we
gonna
finally
say
get
that.
settled in, and what'd you do?
Shot him.
You shot him. Hammered him, right? He runs. It was 1 shot. It was not. He's not. There you go. There you go. He makes 1 shot, drops him.
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat.
We are not shooting Uzis. All right. It was a 6.5 Creedmoor, a CVA Cascade. Great shot. Drops him in his tracks. He runs maybe like 20 yards, falls over. And then and all the deer leave the field. There's like 40 deer in the field except for 1 deer. One deer stayed. One deer stayed, right?
Yeah.
One that's like, hey, where are you going?
And what happened next?
Sterling came up and just went, shuck.
That's right. Sterling got up and switched places, and Sterling, I mean, my 5-year-old, drops this buck in his tracks. Just hammers him, drops him right there. Kills him deader than a doornail, huh?
Well, yeah, I don't think that buck went to school ever.
Yeah, he wasn't very smart, was he? He had never been to school. So that was a lot of fun. So that's an episode that's coming up, and then I shoot a buck at the end of it. And so all 4 of the Clay boys are in that
Trouble.
episode. Not our cat. Not the cat. The cat's a super weird. Matthias's cat is a weird cat.
Bro, he's like the laziest guy. Like I don't think I've ever seen him outside of my parents' room or the laundry room. So
He knows his zone.
He's a weirdo, man.
he's
You walk into a
sleeps all
room.
day.
If you walk into a room and he's in it, he acts like he is just like maybe robbed a bank, and he's freaking out and he runs. He just freaks out and runs.
Yep.
And just lives underneath stuff. He is like the most antisocial. He probably needs to be on meds.
He's just not a risk taker.
No,
Yeah, not a
not a
risk
and he's
taker.
just a big old fatty. He's a fat cat.
Yep.
Super fat cat. Anyway, are you boys ready for school to start?
No.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Joe, what grade are you going to be in?
3rd.
3rd grade. I remember nothing about 3rd grade.
I
Be
remember.
encouraged.
I remember 3rd grade. That's when like Pokemon Go came out.
It's all
And fidget spinners.
yeah. It's all wrapped around all the toys and video games. That's where you associate the
Miss
passage of
Miss
time.
Jaggers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Miss
Mhm.
Jagger was your 3rd grade teacher.
Yep.
Yeah.
She turns into a jaguar on the 5th day.
She turns into a jaguar on the
No,
5th
but
day.
I remember she stole my my Pokemon card, my Pikachu EX. It's really sad about that.
Okay.
She stole it.
Yeah.
Or she
took-
confiscated
took-
it because of
she-
its. Which
whatever one you think is appropriate. To
confiscated?
Well, I mean, it was literally there was a 1 minute till the bell rang. All right, and then class was over, and I thought I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get it out real quick, and she's like, nope, give me it. It's like, oh, there's like 1 minute left.
Well, but I know you guys aren't excited about school. I know you guys aren't excited about school starting, but with the fall comes what sport, Joe?
Football.
Baseball.
What is it?
Football.
Football. And are you excited about playing flag football?
Yeah.
You are. You're really excited about it. So Jojo is going to be playing flag football. Matthias is going to be playing baseball. Ava is doing soccer. Sterling is doing flag football as well and soccer. We're going to see if we can figure out how to pull off both of those sports.
I think he should. He's going to be playing every single sport professionally someday. Like, he's going to be the first person in the world to do that, I swear.
He's pretty crazy when it comes.
He's a baller.
He's a baller. Yeah, he's a baller. How many points did he score? He's 5 years old. How many points in basketball did he score in a game?
Like 20 a game.
26. He scored 26 points in a
Probably-
basketball
It is
game.
unreal.
Probably averaged about 20.
It is
unreal.
pretty wild that a 5-year-old playing in 8U basketball dropped 26 on people at the Midge Park YMCA.
Yeah, he's playing against 8-year-olds, dropping. He's 5. He
He
like,
crossed that kid. Remember when he crossed that kid up and the kid fell
he's
over?
crossing kids, swatting them, like
Oh yeah, he's
step backs, pump fakes, all of it.
he's doing
Yeah,
it.
I told him to pump fake. Like I was like, pump fake, pump fake.
You told him to give the pump fakes.
He was like the guy like, whoa.
Well, he's going into kindergarten. I got a couple good kindergarten stories.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, tell us some kindergarten stories, Matthias.
So, well, actually, just out of nowhere, right now, after I haven't seen this guy in like a long time. You know, Cooper Wilson.
Yeah.
Man, he's on my baseball team now. I looked 2 days ago. I went and found where it says where you want to be. What do you want to be when you grow up?
In the yearbook.
Yeah, I went and found his. Because he was in my class in kindergarten, and I went and found his.
So let's back up.
Really
Cooper.
funny.
So Cooper's a new kid that's
Yeah,
out
he's-
for baseball at your school.
Yep.
And I walked up to him during the first summer baseball game, and I introduced myself and said, "Hey, I'm Matthias' dad." And he turns around. I was like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Cooper Wilson." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you know." How big's Cooper?
He's I think he's 6'2".
And about 190 pounds, 185.
No, probably not. Probably 180 something.
Yeah, but he's muscle. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a muscle.
Yeah, even in his thing, not to be weird or anything, but it said I want to be ripped like my uncle. I'm just like, well, good job.
Yeah, he's is that what it said he wanted?
Yeah,
When you grow up, I want to be.
I want to be tall and muscular like my uncle.
I want to be tall and muscular like my uncle.
Yeah,
Well, he must be doing a pretty good job of it because he's
Yep.
a big old kid. And he's 14 years old. How hard does he throw?
85.
He's throwing 85
It's
at
crazy.
14 years old.
That's not fast.
Yeah, that's what he said when someone else was like, oh, man, I was going against these guys. They're throwing 70. That's the hardest I've ever seen. And he's like, yeah, that's not fast. I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, normal for a normal 14-year-old kid.
For a human, normal, yes.
So anyway, back to the kindergarten story. So I was on the playground, right? There's this little car thing that springs that moves back and forth, you know. And I was on the back of it. I was having fun or whatnot. And these two kids, I was one kid's name is John, the other one's named Bo, and they came over and they're playing Mario, and I was like, you can't have none of that. And so what I do is so to get them to stop playing Mario, I pants them. Pants them real good.
To get them to stop playing the video game.
No, not the video game. They're acting like they're playing Mario, and it's recess.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's not full underwear. It's just the pants.
Yeah.
And of course, I get in trouble for that. I have to call home, but I think it was reasonable.
This seems like a good course of action. This is in kindergarten.
Yeah, kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, we got in trouble for that. We got in trouble for the depantsing.
We learned a valuable lesson that day. Don't take other people's pants off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a few kids in my school still haven't learned that in freshman year, so.
Yes.
We'll figure that out someday.
Yeah, I had a really bad incident one time with the depantsing at a public park. Yeah, a kid named David Emmons came up behind me, and I was wearing boxers underneath my shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And instead of getting low on my shorts to depants me, he got too high, and he got the boxers too, and pulled my shorts and my boxers down to my ankles. And there was a girl named Leslie Peg, Peg Leg, standing that I was having a conversation
Wait,
with.
did she actually have a peg leg?
No, she did not.
Okay.
No, she,
continue on. So I was
she
just visualizing the story.
No,
and
no.
I suddenly
no,
just
no,
was seeing someone
she
with
did
a peg
not.
leg.
She was a cheerleader, really, really sweet, nice girl.
Cheerleader with the peg leg.
She did not have a peg leg. We just called her Peg Leg. And unfortunately, she was emotionally scarred that day because of David Emmons, who at the time was dating her.
Oh.
So that made it even more
Wow,
awkward.
that's neat.
That made it even more awkward. So
That happened to one of these guys that on our football team at North on our senior year. He was just standing in front of all of the trainers, like just kind of talking to him, and a guy ran up behind him and pantsed him and got the boxers with it.
Yep.
So about 10,
I'll tell you
10
this.
girls,
I'll tell
10 senior high school girls, and just
I will tell you
all
this.
your shame.
I will tell you this. I stopped wearing boxers that day.
That was it, huh?
That was it. I've never gone back. I've
That
never
was the
worn a
one.
pair of boxers ever again.
That was the one.
Yep. I'm out. Not happening. Can't do it. It was a bad situation. So anyway, lessons learned, boys. All right. Don't depants people.
Yeah.
That's the lesson for today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the lesson for today. Making it happen, Captain. Anyway, so we got the Clay Clan episode that's coming up, and we're super excited about that. I enjoy spending time with you guys, and it's really important to me as well. Doing, fishing, hunting, doing sports with you guys, and I think it's important to me, and I want you guys to hear me say this too, is because I didn't have the opportunity to have my dad at those things. You know, my dad died when I was about Sterling's age, and he wasn't there to, be at ball games with me and go up and play catch or go to the batting cages with me or play catch and work on football or running pass routes in the yard. We do that quite a bit too, huh? Mm-hmm. Yep, doing stuff like that. And so I didn't get the opportunity to do that as a kid. And so being a dad to you guys is the most important thing for me. Next to my relationship with the Lord is loving you guys, encouraging you guys, being hard on you.
Yep.
Would you guys say I'm hard on y'all sometimes?
Yes. Yeah.
In what ways?
I feel like you should be a little more hard on Sterling though. Like
he's got a little terrorist in him.
Yeah. No,
that's because he's afraid of Sterling. Sterling might kill him in his sleep.
I know.
Well, I mean, like you've seen like the rage monster on like Dude Perfect, right?
Yeah.
That's
He,
it.
like,
no, you don't have to. I get it. I saw Sterling and went.
Everyone
that
tells
kid's-
me Sterling. Oh, he's so cute. I'm just like, you haven't even seen the 90% of him. Like
That's what they
you're only
say
seeing
about
the
Addy.
10%. Like he is manipulating you just so he can get what he wants. Like he turns into the freaking rage monster from Dude Perfect. Like I'm not even kidding. He's broken so many controllers, losing in video games. Like that.
No,
we've
that
had
is
to
true.
replace.
That is true.
Had to replace. There's like spots on the TV where it's been hit, like just
Yeah, when
you talk-
you got to talk into that. So
That's
I
get it.
multiple holes in the walls in certain
have
places.
what do you have to say about Sterling?
He always just like I play him and stuff and I like destroy him, and then he's just like, no, we start.
He loses it, right?
Yeah,
He just loses
Like
it.
the other day, the Padres were playing the Mets, and his favorite team is the Padres. Mine's the Oakland A's. His is the Braves, and then Sterling's is the Mets. And so it's
the Mets.
It's weird because we all got
Beat
4
the
different
Mets.
teams that
Yeah.
are favorites. And the Mets end up losing the game because
This is at dinner.
It's a dinner, and we have
We
the game on
in the background.
and like the Padres are winning. The Mets end up losing the game, and he like drops everything, and starts screaming his head off and like runs into like a room and like locks himself in there because the Mets lost the game.
He needed to grieve.
He did. He acts like that was the only game. I mean, in his mind, at 5, that was the only game they played for the rest of the year. And they
That's
lost.
all that mattered.
That's the World Series.
He does not lose
Yeah.
with grace, and so. But on the flip side of that, that's part of what's made him really a pretty exceptional as an athlete, is because he hates to lose more than he loves to win. And we've talked about that before. When you as an athlete get to a place where you hate losing more than you love winning, is a pretty dangerous place to be, because you will
Rage monster.
You will yourself to do things to try to win, not cheating, but it makes you just compete at another level when you're like, I'm not losing, I'm just not going to lose. And there's just people that just kind of have an it factor when it comes to that. So, anyway.
But he goes into violence mode as well. Sometimes, like, Joe, do you have any like bruises or anything recently from Sterling?
Yep.
Punching you after losing games?
I wish you could see if it's not anything, go watch the YouTube video for that response right there.
It's already happened today.
Oh, did he punch you today?
What did he do today?
He raged at me. He was like, "I'm gonna play catch."
Oh, because you wouldn't play catch?
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday he went into Rage Monster because I was beating him in the baseball game.
Yeah.
Yep.
He lost it then, too.
He goes Rage Monster. Rage Monster.
Well, I'm glad we could have this segment to point out my failures as a parent.
It's not a failure. It's just genetic.
You saying it comes from me?
It's not your parenting. You were doomed to fail from the beginning.
Is it my bloodline?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to lose either.
Yeah.
I'm pretty competitive.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like it's like like you were just the turtle, but then he turned into the Ninja Turtle. You know what I'm saying? Like he took the
He got into the ooze.
he had some sort of mutant-X as
He
a
got
kid
into
or
the
something.
ooze.
He got into the ooze.
Yeah.
I was the turtle.
You're Ratatouille. No, you're Ratatouille. And then you said Ninja Turtle. It's like, what is the
Oh, okay. Yeah, the character. Yeah.
What?
He said about Ratatouille, where the guy turns into the ninja in Ratatouille. Anyway, but thanks for pointing out my failures as a parent aspect with my with my boys.
Man. I say the illest stuff.
So I'll say this: what kind of hopping back into the outdoors aspect, Matthias, I'll have you answer, and Jojo will answer. But Matthias, bucket list outdoors. What would you love to go if that's hunting, fishing? What would be a bucket list trip for you?
That's a difficult one. I'm gonna go with like bear hunting. It sounds really fun.
Is it what makes the idea of bear hunting? Is it the fact that it could kill you too?
No, I think bears are my favorite animal, and killing one would make me even more happy.
The logic there seems flawed, but I understand.
Yeah. It's just like your favorite animal though, and it'd be cool to harvest one and
crocodile.
Eating that is really good. A crocodile or an alligator?
Dude, they literally have no different meaning to me.
Okay, so
So alligators are in Florida, and then crocodiles are in Lake Texoma.
everywhere?
They're not in Lake Texoma.
There's
alligators in Lake Texoma, but there's not crocodiles. We don't have crocodiles here. Crocodiles are in Africa.
I've seen that.
Are they in Australia too?
Yeah, they're in Australia too.
Yeah.
I'll fight a kangaroo. Just kidding. Those things are.
Dude, I saw a picture the other day of a kangaroo, and it was in water, like up neck deep, and it was this whole thing about them. It says, what this kangaroo's doing is making you feel like that it was trying to make it look like it was drowning or needed help, but what it was actually trying to do was to draw you into the water with it, and it was actually going to drown you. That they will drown you.
Dang, bro, they're mean.
Just for the heck of it.
Them and polar bears.
Have you seen the video of that kangaroo that's got a hold of that dog, that hunting dog?
Yeah.
And that guy runs out to save it, and he has to fist fight. He punches that kangaroo right in the face. I mean, like, hits him with the left cross. Just whack. Hits that kangaroo in the face. It grabbed his dog. It wouldn't let his dog go. and he punches it in the face.
Have you seen that really ripped kangaroo named like Roger or whatever?
It's one of those things. It's like the same kind of deal.
Roger. And people used to actually box kangaroos, like get into the ring and fight them. It's crazy.
You can't beat him.
That's a good
Have
way.
you seen Alexander in the No Good, Very Bad Day or whatever? And it's like, what's the guy? Steve.
How about this, Adam?
The guy that did Michael Scott.
Oh yeah, Steve Carell.
Yeah, him like fighting that kangaroo, getting destroyed. Like, but look at this ripped kangaroo, bro.
Here, you want to show this to people? Can you see the ripped kangaroo? Oh my gosh, he is pretty ripped up.
Yeah, he's jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked. Anyway, so an alligator and a black bear would be a bucket list for you.
Oh yeah, or like a grizzly bear. You know the ones in like Alaska.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Eat this. Like,
what about fishing trip?
Fishing?
You got a bucket list fishing trip?
Ocean.
Definitely
Ocean.
like
Shark trip.
like where there's a bunch of sharks and the swordfish.
Okay.
Swordfish, that would be cool. Whale? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, whale. Yeah.
Well,
No.
I'd love to kill an orca.
No, we do not. Please do not put that out there.
Killer whale.
I've gotten quite a bit of hate mail on social media and things recently from antis. So we are not. No, please don't.
Have they seen your walls?
I don't know. Probably. That's why
he
they
wants
hate
to go
me.
after Free Willy.
Yeah, that's right. If that fin don't stick up, you don't deserve to live. I'm just kidding. Golly, that's a joke. So how about this, Jojo? What about for you, buddy? What is a bucket list animal you want to go and hunt?
Probably alligator. Shark.
You want to go catch a shark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's see, lion.
Oh, a lion. Wow.
I don't think that's legal.
It is legal, actually.
It is?
It is, yeah. There's places where you can hunt lions that they're thriving. Parts in Africa where you can do that. All right, so maybe there's some things that we need to make happen for you guys.
I think a big animal like maybe like an elk or something. Cause
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I was gonna say elk. I forgot about that.
But
What's your favorite wild game to eat?
To eat? I have to go with elk because like I haven't had very much. I haven't had very much else, to be honest.
Yeah, we've had deer. Obviously, tons of fish. We've eaten lots of different fish.
I'm not really.
And you're not a big fish, though. You love to fish. You're not a big fish guy.
I don't like to eat it.
Right.
I mean,
Adam,
I like
do you like
crab.
eating fish?
Yeah.
That's it. We need to have another fish fry.
Yeah.
And have you guys over.
We've got a ton of. I know you guys have got a ton of striper, obviously, and my dad's got a ton of striper too, and a bunch of sand bass.
Oh man, the old sandies.
He went and got a bunch of sandies. They're in the freezer. I mean, but yeah, no, there's not many things that I wouldn't go eat. Fish is just
Fish is delish.
I'm in every time.
Yeah, no, we do have a ton of striper, and we had a fish fry, and I invited you over, and then you didn't. That was it. You didn't respond after that. I was like, hey man, you want to come over Sunday night? We're gonna fish. You're like, oh, that sounds fun, yeah. And then I never heard from you again on it, so I appreciate that.
My bad.
Anyway,
I like crab and shrimp, but no other fish.
No other fish.
Nope.
For you, Jojo, you like fish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're down for fish. Anyway, so we need to add those. We need to get a hold of Cliff and go kill an alligator in Florida.
Yeah. Sure.
That'd be a lot of fun, huh? Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yep.
I actually got some pretty good hate this week over our stingray.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Had somebody really come after us on the stingrays and eating stingrays, just saying that's super cruel and mean, and that there's plenty of food in all the grocery stores, and there's no need to go out and kill any more animals because all these other animals are being killed. And I'm like,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did they mention that stingrays should be able to vote and they have rights?
No, they did not. They did not mention that.
I mean, that they might as well, because that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
The line of logic is complete.
Yeah, I love it.
But did they complain about any of the sheephead fish that we shot too?
No, sheephead fish were fine. It was just stingrays.
People are not really. They don't anyway. Yeah, not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
No, man. I mean, people just kind of have their own logic on things and be like, well, stingrays. Like I pet them at an aquarium one time, and so they're really sweet and nice, and so you shouldn't be able to eat them. You know,
They
But I
have a
think that's kinda
consciousness.
I think that's people's logic behind stuff, is that they think, well, they're cute, or they seem like they're friendly, or they saw some video of them splashing and having fun.
It also killed Steve Irwin.
They did.
Yeah.
right.
You know, 17 people have died to stingrays.
Really? Only 17?
Yeah, only 17. I just looked it up.
17 people have been killed by stingrays, and one of them was Steve Irwin. Can you imagine? Think of all the recordings of deaths that have transpired
And
with
he died to a
mankind,
stingray.
and only 17 of them have been killed by a stingray, and you're one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild. That is wild. You know
Well,
what? Hey, look up this. How many people have been killed by chickens? Can you look that up for us? Because I'm trying to figure out statistically where Adam's going to stand when he climbs into a room with 500 chickens and they end his life. How many roosters do you think you could fight off?
50.
50? He's 8.
I know. Multiply. I'm a lot older than 8, so you multiply that by a factor, and you find yourself at 500.
So
He's
you-
got the same method, yeah.
You turn one of them into some nunchucks?
Yeah. hello?
Yep.
I just like take
There
off
has
the
been.
picture.
There has been.
Whoa.
There's lots of people that have died to chickens.
Lots of people?
Yep.
Really?
Oh, look. There's even a Euronews.com. World's deadliest animals. Why chickens are more dangerous than sharks.
What?
Just go
But
ahead.
they're relating that back to mosquitoes. I just read the top line. Mosquitoes are the deadliest animal.
No, that's true. Mosquitoes kill lots
They
and
are
lots
the
of people.
deadliest animal
There we go.
in the entire animal kingdom.
Yeah. No, I definitely see that.
100%.
Well, guys, this has been something.
It has been something.
I appreciate you boys all coming on our podcast today. I will say this. Me and Adam talked about this today because we watched the Jojo Fishing Show YouTube channel.
Yep.
We need to go striper fishing again and bring Hurley with us, boys. Adam's son.
Yeah.
He would love it.
Adam, just, man, tell me just what fatherhood and raising a son means to you, buddy.
And fatherhood is, for me, it's always the best glimpse of what Jesus actually kind of feels for me. There's multiple times where I get to, mainly even things like with discipline, like where I know something that Hurley is doing is not good for him, but yet he wants to continue in doing that stuff. And I tell him, like, hey, you can't, I just know better. I know what's best for you, and I know this stuff. And we go into this where he gets angry, and then after it, you sit back and you go, oh, that's what I do with God. And so you get this picture of what fatherhood really turns into. Man, this is how God looks at me. Like he looks at me like this child that he wants the best for, to take care of. And being a father to all my kids is, I don't take it for granted, because just as quickly as it came, it could also go. And I also know that I get to pass down a legacy of whatever it is that we're known for. Like, we love to hunt, we love to fish, we love to be with family, we love to serve others, we love to make sure that we try to take care of each other. All those things, the legacy that you get to pass on in fatherhood,
That's a great word.
is one of the coolest things. And it's why, like, teach a kid the way they should go, and when they're old, they're not going to turn from it.
Yeah.
Like,
And we see that in scripture, that being talked about. And man, you said it right too. Like, it is, we don't know when it can all, life can change. When you said that, it immediately made me think of Matthias as a little boy that our friends had, who is 1 year, or not 1 year, 1 day difference. You guys might share a birthday.
Wait, who?
Cutter.
Oh yeah.
I remember my friend David Emmons, who actually depantsed me. His little boy.
full circle.
Come full circle today. His little boy, Cutter. I remember it was April the 6th, and the day before Matthias's birthday.
Yep.
And It was April the 6th, and I was turkey hunting went on our family's ranch in Oklahoma, and my phone's just buzzing in my pocket as we're waiting on, birds to get to us that morning. And I pull it out, and I have like 15 missed calls from David. And I'm like, man, something's wrong. I said, I'm going to just whisper and call him back and just figure out what's going on. And I call him on, like, hello. And all he says is, he said, Cutter's dead. And he was 2. And he fell in a little pond in their yard, a little fountain, and drowned in their pond playing in the yard. And I'll never forget that. And I remember I left Raiden, full camo, and I drove to Tulsa. And I got there and was able to spend, the day and the evening with them and attended that funeral. And every year I know when they see Matthias pop up on social media and it's his birthday, and I would even say when they look at him, they probably see aspects of their son Cutter as well. And so what a gift God has given us. And with the time that we have here on this earth and what we're doing with that time, it just makes you realize how important that is and what we're instilling in our kids.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it is like you said, it's the number one thing. I mean, it's the thing that we will be held accountable for first.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do with my name? And what about that family?
Yeah. Well, this family that I entrusted you with.
What are you going to be?
Right.
So, I think it's always a sobering reminder and a joyful reminder that we get to do what we did to do.
Amen. Amen.
Every time.
Man, I just feel like, can I pray over you boys?
Yeah.
Can we do that to kind of close today with praying? And I want to pray over you guys. I'm not taking my hat off, but you're a good guy, Matthias.
Proud of you.
I'm gonna pray over these boys, and I'm gonna pray for Adam as he's just being a dad to his kiddos, and he's got a little girl that's not been sleeping good, and he's been full dad mode. How many hours did you sleep last night, Adam? Did you get 4?
Maybe 4.
All right, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Not horrible.
It's the consecutive days of 4 hours sleep
bro,
that start they chase you.
I know.
They chase you hard.
I know. Let me pray over these boys and pray for Adam. Lord God, we come to you, and I'm so thankful for these boys, God, and my daughter Ava, and that you've blessed me with the opportunity to be a dad to them. And God, I didn't get the opportunity to grow up with a dad. And God, you know how much it means to me. And how important it is to be a dad to these boys and to Ava. And I just pray, God, to continued wisdom in helping me do that and to love them and encourage them. But, God, I pray that they would know how much I love them, and I love them, God, so much because you first loved me, and that's just a reflection of your love for me to them. And I'm so thankful for them. God, I pray for Adam and his family and his kiddos. And that he's able to just be the best dad that he can be. And God, you'd give him patience and guidance as well in that. And we're just so thankful. And God, don't let us squander the privilege, God, that you've given us. Don't let us miss it. Don't let us get so busy. Don't get us caught up in sports that we forget about making sure that these boys know the Lord. And I'm so thankful that I got to baptize both of these boys. And I know that both of them are going to spend eternity in heaven. And what a blessing that is, and just getting to baptize Jojo just this week, and how incredible that was. Lord, we love you. Thank you for being so good to us. It's in your name. Amen. Adam, if somebody wanted to find you on the social medias, you're pumping out videos. I saw your pool video on YouTube.
The bane of my existence.
Oh gosh,
we're in pool fights.
The old redneck Riviera.
You're
trying to create in the backyard. Yeah. Adam, where can people find you on the social media?
You can check us out on YouTube at Hurley Films. It's HearlyFilms. We kind of video every week to 10 days ish or so.
Right.
Vlogging our hearts out.
Just vlogging life away. Matthias, you're on Twitter. Catfish Clay.
Yeah.
You can follow him. It's a lot of baseball. Stuff like that on there. Get to watch you grow in your sports world and aspects of things there on that. So Catfish Clay, you can find him. And then you can also find Final Descent Outdoors. You can go to our website, order our merch. We've got podcast merch. We've got Final Descent merch. You can find us at finaldescentoutdoors.com. You can message us there. Also follow us on social media, Final Descent Outdoors on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter at FD Outdoors and also on Instagram at FD Outdoors as well. So, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that as well. So, boys, I love you. Adam, I love you. This was something.
It was something. You're going to hit the fade to black button.
Boom.
Deuces.
Love it.